Hi everyone, this is Jesse with farmingseattle.com. Today I'm going to do a video on a lot of plant cuttings that I'm working on. So this is Dip and Grow. This is liquid hormone. Basically it comes in a measuring cup. Here's the concentrate. Here's the mixing cup. Basically there is a small, let's see if I can get that right there. There's a small fill line at the very bottom of this. You fill that up with the concentrate, and then I always fill it probably about, well, there's a 10x right here. Each one's dependent on what kind of, if you're doing hardwood cuttings or softwood cuttings. Hardwood's usually down here is what you fill it at because it needs a harder or a stronger concentration. So I'll just do it right in the middle, maybe a little bit above that, and that should be a good level to do. Today I'm going to do plum, peach, blackberry, hydrangeas, and any others, maybe some elderberry that I find. So this is part one, and I will do a few more videos as I go along. Okay, so for this one I'm going to do a cutting of a thornless blackberry, and if you see below each of these, we'll call that a node. So wherever it comes out a new plant or something, that's where we're going to do a cutting. And what I'll do is I want these pruned at 3 feet. So I am just going to probably cut this one right there. So we have a cutting about this big. And a good way to estimate the size, let's see if I can get this down. Typically the size of your pruners, the length, is going to be 1 cutting. So I might be able to get 2 cuttings out of this. So that's thornless blackberry. Okay, next up I have peach. So for this one, this is a rootstock peach. So once again, I'm basically just going to estimate the size based off the pruners. So we have that size, so I'll cut beneath the node. And we'll do it again. And I'll do one over here. And those will be my peach cuttings. Right there. Peach cuttings. Okay, so here we have elderberry. And once again, I'm going to cut right underneath the node. I'll probably do a little bit down on this one. Elderberry should be pretty easy to do cuttings from. Okay, so for the elderberry, now I'm going to strip it down so that basically you don't want too many leaves on each cutting, because the more leaves, the quicker they dry out. So I am going to take off these bottom 2. I guess I should probably cut them. And I'll probably even stick these in the bed just to see if they all take. And then I'm going to cut off some of the leaves up here. Probably leave a few leaves on each side. And finally, I'm going to take out the middle piece. You can kind of see it. Basically, that's where the new growth is going to start. So I'm just going to take that off. And that is my elderberry cutting. Thornless blackberry. I'm just going to trim this to size right beneath the node, probably. See if I can make this into two. I'll take off the bottom one, and I'll leave one of these leaves on. Take some off. Two or three leaves per side. And I'm going to pinch off the top on this piece. And that way I have my thornless blackberry cuttings. Great. And peach should be pretty easy. Basically, I'm just going to strip this down. See if I can do this one-handed. Take off all the leaves beneath a certain amount. And leave about 2 or 3 leaves on the top. And there is my peach cutting. I'll pinch off the smaller leaves and then it's good to go. So that's part 2 or 3 now. I have no idea. Okay, for this part, filling up the dip and grow into the fill level in the cup. Make sure you wear gloves because liquid hormone is not good for you. And so you see the fill level right there. And I'm just going to see if I can kind of fill it up. We'll do 15 times. There's a 15 times mark on the cup, and that should be good enough. And to root a cutting, basically, take your cutting, put it in there for 15 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever. Probably 5 seconds would work. And then place that in your sand bed. And that's it. A few weeks later, you should have roots coming out of the bottom and new growth starting. And that is the finished product. Hi everyone, this is Jesse with farmingseattle.com, and I'm going to do a video on potting up all of these hydrangea plants and any other plants that need to be potted up. They've been in the propagation bed for probably a little over a month now, so they have new growth on them, and I checked the hydrangeas and they have little leaves coming out now, so they're definitely ready. As long as they have a good root system, they should be ready to come out and pot up. I'll have to check the elderberries and everything, but I'll start taking everything out, and basically you just want to stick a shovel underneath and pry up as much as you can to not damage the roots. And once we're done with that, we're going to put them in gallon pots and keep them in the shade for about a week and keep them watered and hydrated so that the roots can adjust. So this is part 1. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to dig up one of the plants right now. Kind of shake it out and you can see the root system. Let's check another. See, this is a dead plum. I guess I'll stick it back in there, but nothing yet. I don't know if this one's gonna survive, so I'll keep it in there for a few more weeks. Let's check this one. Nothing. I guess I'll just keep pulling these out. This one's obviously dead. 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 So here's an elderberry, and it's actually growing roots even though there's no leaves or anything, so I'm going to keep that one in there. Keep this one in there. And I'll just put these in a bottle of sand, or a bucket of sand, to get all the sand off. next part is potting up the plants. Alright, so now I'm going to take out these old plants that didn't work and just make a hole in there. Try to get off all the sand and perlite. So that's the root system of the new one. Put in there. And we're done with that. Here's a elderberry root system. Put that in there. Probably put that one kind of deep. So even though this elderberry, it's going to have new leaves right there, but we'll have to see if it actually does anything. And like I said, I'll keep these in the shade for about a week, and I'll water them every day, make sure they're nice and hydrated, and then the roots will be good, and then I'll put them in the greenhouse. So that's doing a cutting from start to finish after about 6 weeks. Okay, and here's the finished product. 26 new plants potted up. Stay in the shade for about a week or so, and watering them every day, making sure they're nice and watered. Thanks for watching.